Hello, my name is Mavi. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 techniques that I do to do my brows. So if that's something that you're interested, keep on watching. Just so you know, I'm looking this way because I have a mirror and it's easier for me to show you. So basically I'm going to create an outer line of my brow. Now, I don't particularly like to pluck any hairs from this area. This is the most natural shape that your own face is creating, so I don't grab anything from this side. What I do though is I pluck anything from this area. I have no moisturizer, nothing on my face. It's just clean. Sometimes the oils or whatever product you have on the face might alter the performance of your pencil. That's an important tip. That's actually the first thing I do when I do my makeup. I do my brows and then I moisturize everything and I put some block and all the skin products. So yeah. We're gonna be using this brow lift from Charlotte Tilbury. If you don't have the Charlotte Tilbury, don't worry. Just look for this type of tip, which is a square in angle and is thin. A lot of brands, they have it. And this will help you to do the very fast and easy brow. Okay, so we are going to define what kind of shape my brow is gonna have. So the first thing I like to do is kind of like follow my own nose. You can do this like on the other part of your nose, or if I look straight, actually you can do this. So it depends on how far from each other you want them. So I like to do here, but you can do this. So you can try. You know, the thing about brows is that you need to try and experiment with your own face. I'm going to look straight in the mirror and I'm going to create my first line, kind of like mark where I wanted to start my brow. The next thing is the angle that I've been talking to you in my past videos, and it's basically this angle that goes on the side of the nose, the end of your eye, and wherever it falls will be the length kind of your brow. What about the arch, right? So in this one you need to really look straight to the mirror. Let me see if I can do it like this. And here I have my pupil. I would say at the end of my right side of my pupil. So I'm just gonna make a mark right here. Once I have those 3 points, I'm gonna connect them with straight lines. So let's do it. I'm gonna create a straight line right here. And then from this point, I'm gonna create a straight line going down and following that other dot that I created. Now you're gonna mimic this on the upper part. Try not to go over the hairline. Just try to do it just right there, or maybe a little bit underneath, but don't go above unless you want to create a very thick brows, and that's another look that you can do too. But we're gonna try to keep it natural, right? If I look straight, this line looks like it has a curve, but it's actually a straight line. But because of the curve of my own eye, it kind of looks like I'm creating an arch. So we're gonna create the upper line. I'm gonna start flirting those lines that I just created. Here's where the spoolie comes handy, but still you have the line, it's just more blurred. I'm gonna proceed to fill up. So this is why this pencil comes handy, because it's big, so it helps you to fill up right away. When you brush down, you have another perspective, you see, and I feel like I need some color right here. I would suggest to bring more color from the middle to the outer part of your brow and to keep it more soft in this area, just so we imitate kind of like the way brows are in real life. If we see that we're missing one spot, then we can fix it. Need a little bit here, and probably I need a little bit here. If you want, you're done here. You just check your points, you check if everything it's fine with you, and this could be your brow. I like to do it a little extra shush, you know. This pen, this is optional, but it will give you more natural look if you use it. This one is from Glossier and the color is brown. This is the best one in the market, but I know again that many other brands, they have their own. This optional spoolie because I like to mix a little bit of water with soap. So this one is the one that I use. You're gonna be using this soap. You can get this in the dollar store. This is a transparent soap. Maybe you don't have Pears, but maybe you have another brand that is transparent. And this here I have my soap that I was telling you about, and I have a paper towel. I dump it, and literally I'm gonna put like 2 drops. That's it. Well, again. So with that drop, I'm going to brush my spoolie. I'm going to brush it like this. Every part of my spoolie. The important thing about this is it's a little bit thick. It's not running. That's why it's only 1 drop of water. And if it's too dry, you just put your spoolie, you know, under the water for a little bit. I like to shake it like this, and then it's pretty much dry. And this kind of like sticky texture is what is going to thicken the hair. And what I'm going to do is just going to brush up. Now, I love my brows brush up like this. See how instantly it looks like I have thicker hair? It's because of the soap. And my hair isn't going up. So it's also because of the soap. And this is why it's important to blur the line that you created at the beginning, because it's going to show. Now, if you don't like your brows to be brush them up, you can easily do that, and then you just go like this and like that, and then you have more thin brows, right? Or you can brush them more to the side. You create the shape that you want. Right, so I let my brow to dry for a little bit, but now my brows are very waxy. That's why I like this brow flick from Glossier, and this is on the color brown. And this will help me to create some hairs wherever I see that I need to create some. Sometimes I like to leave those sparse areas because I think it looks very natural, and sometimes because I'm in a rush, I'm like, whatever. But right now, because I want to share all my tips and whatever I know, I want to show you that you can actually perfect this. I don't have much hair, as you can see in these areas. I see that I need some hair here and I need some hair here. So I'm going to create some balance, and this is why also I like to have my brows to be done first. So because I can grab my skin, I can, you know, and I'm not afraid that I'm gonna mess my base. So now my brows, they look even fuller. And this is a great technique. Compare this one to this one. Big difference. All right, so I'm gonna do this brow super fast now. I'm gonna brush up. I'm gonna create my 3 points of reference. I'm gonna connect the 3 points, straight line right here, and we have the first outer part. I'm gonna create the same thing on this area, on the upper part. I'm gonna start filling up. Make sure that you brush all the outer line so it looks very natural. We're gonna be using now this micro tip, which is called the Brow Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. This kind of tip, you can find that in many other brands. As you can see, it's very fine. It would allow you to create fine hairs, kind of like mimicking your own natural hair. And you're gonna be using this. Okay, so I want to make it more dramatic because this kind of brow is the one that I use when I'm going out. The color that I use here is taupe, and this one is a dark brown. And this is the micro pencil that I was telling you. So I'm going to create more hair strokes, basically, and maybe a few here. You can brush down your brows so you can see where is missing some color. See that it's missing few here, and I can try to fill it up. This brow is more dramatic. Again, this is when you are trying to do a more glam look, or you're just going out at night. I mean, you can use the first technique, the very simple one, at night. It depends on what you like basically, but I'm showing you options. Always change the angles of your face. If you look down, you're gonna see that you need to fill it up a little bit here, but not too much. So it's always good to move your head and see, even like this, to see where you need to fill. So I have my soap. I'm gonna put like 1 drop. I think it was more than 1 drop. And I'm gonna grab my spoolie and I'm gonna run it like this until I feel like it's well coated. And then I'm gonna let it dry a little bit so it's a little bit tacky. I'm gonna start brushing up my brows, and this is going to create a very bushy brow. You can decide whether you want them up or if you want them more to the side. Alright, so now that this is pretty much dry, I'm going to fill it up. Again, this is a more dramatic one, so that's why I'm creating more hairs. But if you don't like too many hairs, you can keep it like this. I'm gonna grab my dry spoolie, and that's why I like to have 2. Look in the mirror and see if I need somewhere else. And basically that's what you do. You fill it up with all the hair strokes that you want. Alright, so what do you guys think? I personally like to do this one when I create more glam looks, only because it looks more dramatic, and also it creates more lid space for me when I'm creating these very bold looks. Because it's pushing the hair up, so it kind of creates the illusion that I have more lid. On this side, I really like this brow too for those days that I have a little bit more time, and you know, I can put a little bit more effort in my brow. But for those situations that you don't have a lot of time, like you need to run out of the house like this, getting a brow pen that it's kind of like with a thick point like this will help you a lot, because you just fill it up right away and you're done. The only thing that it might take you a little longer is at the beginning when you're trying to find out where are your 3 points, like here, here, and here. But like anything in life, when you try something new, first it's gonna take you a little while and then it's gonna be super easy. Right, so this is it. I really hope I help you with your brow technique. If not, to give you some type of inspiration. If you would like to know more about my tips and techniques, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you will get the notification when I upload another video. Also, don't forget to like it and share it with someone that you know, and that way you will help me to create more content in the future. So thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you into the next one.